welcome to Understanding Global Warming. And now we are looking at what could be a possible solution to solve the problem of global warming. What could we really do? Because, it's really simple. We are like digging from the ground oil, coal and gas, and we are burning this stuff. So we are producing CO2. So the most simple solution would be that we just produce less of this stuff, right? So we can now go to 8 billion people and tell them, hey, you should be using less of the stuff. But how good is this working? You see, like the last years, no, we are just going up all the time. Or that's like if you look on the consumption side of the stuff, and the world wants to consume more and more energy. So no, that doesn't work. But there's like only 20 countries. These are like the major fossil fuel producing countries. It's like just 20 governments. If these 20 governments would decide, hey, that's cool, we want to do something against global warming, we just produce less of this stuff. We are just 20 governments and we are saying, hey, we are reducing our production by 2-3% every year. We tell the world, hey, like this year we keep it stable. Next year we go down 2-3%, everybody, in the production of fossil fuels. So we are reducing and reducing until we are not producing really anymore. Right? That's simple, isn't it? Yeah. So like 20 governments have to decide, governments like Russia, the United States, China, Saudi Arabia, all the Gulf states and so on, they would have to decide, Iran, these governments, which are like incredibly stable and they all work well together, they would have to decide, yeah, we are just producing less fossil fuels and then we have the problem solved, right? Yes, that's like how high are the chances that this is going to happen? You just see it, the data, the Paris Agreement is 10 years old and they decided we want to keep global warming below 2%. But, everybody was producing more and more and more all the time. It's just going up, the production of fossil fuels and burning and more CO2 in the world. It's just going up. And all these governments are making projections. The next years we are still following demand. We are still going up like for the next 10 years or so, we are producing more and more and more. But then, when the demand is like decreasing, like in 20, 30 years, then we are decreasing our production. Yes, yes, that's a good idea. You're just following the trend right now. You don't really care at all for the problem. That's like the reality. So the solution, get all the governments to produce less. What do you think? How high are the chances that they're actually going to do that? That they are throttling demand? Thank you very much for watching.